Good evening, sports fans. Welcome to Sports Roundup here on this Monday night, March 16th, 2015. Good evening, everybody. I'm Peter Wiggins here. Let's start it off out at the TD Garden in Boston, Massachusetts, where the Boston Celtics square off against the Philadelphia 76ers on the St. Patrick's Eve at the TD Garden. And the Boston Celtics came out of the gates fast as they put up a good first quarter of good ball handling and good offense as they went in the first quarter break, leading it 38-18. And then the Celtics kept up the pace and the good work as they went in the halftime break with a comfortable 57-34 margin. And then the Sixers started to play very well, but the Celtics held a sizable margin as they went into the third quarter break, leading it 89-68. And then the Celtics did very well in the fourth quarter as the Celtics dominated the Sixers from start to finish as they defeat the Philadelphia 76ers 108-89 as now they improved their record to 30-36 in the season as Tyler Zeller got 26 points in the win for the Celtics and Avery Bradley at 20. Nerlens Noel had 18 points in the loss for the Philadelphia 76ers as with that win, the Boston Celtics are now 7th in the Eastern Conference as they are tied with the Indiana Pacers for 7th place in the Eastern Conference. As next up for the Celtics, a tough task. They'll be taking on Oklahoma City Thunder down in OKC on Wednesday night. Should be a good one here. Next, okay, let's take a look at other scores around the NBA on this Monday night here. Toronto Raptors over the Indiana Pacers 117-98. Washington Wizards over the Portland Trail Blazers 105-97 as Bradley Beal got 23 points in a win for the Wizards. 1:13 left in the third quarter. Memphis Grizzlies leading the Denver Nuggets 62-60 as Zach Randolph got 17 points and 13 rebounds so far for the Memphis Grizzlies here with 8:33 left in the fourth quarter. Brooklyn Nets leading the Minnesota Timberwolves 104-87 as Joe Johnson's got 22 points so far for the Nets. With 1:22 left in the third quarter, the Heat of Miami are going into town on LeBron and the Cleveland Cavaliers 80-58 as Dwayne Wade's got 27 points so far for the Heat. At that time, Oklahoma City Thunder leading the Dallas Mavericks 63-53. 5:34 left in the second quarter. Utah Jazz leading the Charlotte Hornets 51-21 with 5:34 left in the second quarter here. Sacramento Kings led up. Hawks will get underway by 10 o'clock out in Sacramento, which is 7 o'clock their time. And the Los Angeles Lakers and Golden State Warriors underway by 10:30 p.m., which is 7:30 p.m. their time out in the Bay Area here. How about those Celtics? All of a sudden on a roll in that playoff form. And if they keep up the good work, then they may be in the playoffs here come April. Okay, let's take a look at the NHL Scoreboard here in this Monday night here. Tampa Bay Lightning leading the Montreal Canadiens 3-2 with 13:32 left in the third period here. With 12:14 left in the first period. Edmonton Oilers leading the Toronto Maple Leafs 2-0 here with 12:14 left in the first period here. And Arizona Coyotes and the Los Angeles Kings get away by 10:30 p.m. out of Los Angeles. And the Washington Capitals defeat the Buffalo Sabres in a shootout 4-3. In the 2015 Men's College Invitational Tournament first round game, New Jersey Institute of Technology defeated the New Hampshire Wildcats 84-77. Alright, let's take a look at Major League Baseball Spring Training Scoreboard. A final in the tie, Houston Astros and the Atlanta Braves tied at 2-2 in a tie. Baltimore Orioles clobbered the Philadelphia Phillies 16-4. St. Louis Cardinals blanked the Detroit Tigers 1-0 here. Washington Wizards Washington Nationals over the Houston Astros split squad 2-1 here. Boston Red Sox over the New York Mets 4-3. San Diego Padres over the Chicago Cubs 7-0 here. Kansas Royals over the Cleveland Indians 6-5. Los Angeles Dodgers 10. Oakland Athletics 5. Cincinnati Reds 10. San Francisco Giants 4. Arizona Diamondbacks 6. Chicago White Sox 2. And Los Angeles Angels 5. Texas Rangers 3. Alright, let's take a look at some sports news here on this Monday night here. The Vince Wilfork era has come to an end in Foxborough as Vince Wilfork has signed with the Houston Texans. Yet another one as the New York Mets lose Zach Wheeler as just before Matt Hardy went in for a pregame one Monday morning, prepared for his first start of the spring training. He checked the Twitter updates on his phone and spotted the dismaying news that Matt Harvey will be out with an injury, and Mets lose Zach Wheeler. Tim Tebow working out for the Philadelphia Eagles according to his sources. Notre Dame Zach Auguste celebrated during a game against North Carolina in the championship of the Athletic Coast Conference tournament as he will carry that confidence in the NCAA tournament against Northeastern. NFL media draft analyst Lance Sterling ranks FSU's quarterback Jameis Winston as the number one quarterback in the class as he is a big, highly competitive pocket passer who plays a pro-style offense that showed the ability to anticipate forward windows scan the entire field as what Lance Sterling said. In Mesa, Arizona, new baseball commissioner Rob Bedford says interested in Oakland Athletics' desire for a new ballpark is a top priority for the century. What influences office can have on the matter. Tiger Woods' health and his golf future hasn't been easy, so perhaps have insight from no time big game. Woods' former Stanford teammates can cast some light on this. He's been hanging out with Tiger. At some point in the past few years, former Seattle Seahawks tight end Jeremy Stevens has become known as Mr. Hope Soul. Stevens now reminded everyone that he made a name for himself long before he got married, as he gets a DUI while driving U.S. soccer van. The coach of the New York Cosmos and Cuban national soccer team, Julian, announced Monday they will play June's second match in Havana. In Alameda, California, the Oakland Raiders have released veteran quarterback Matt Schaub as Oakland traded the 34-year-old Schaub last March, giving Houston a 6th-round draft pick. And Indian Wells, California, after a stellar 2014 campaign that ended with her at 7th of the world rankings, Eugenie Bouchard has already piled up with plenty of career highlights, but would prefer not to carve out new ones. Evander Holyfield has put it on the box of gloves on more time for charity. He supported former presidential candidate Mitt Romney. Adidas's Cliff Lee and GM Ruben Amaro Jr. will talk about Pitcher's decision to go throughout the rest of rehab for his injured elbow. Perhaps the league pulled the strings left untucked last December when TCU and Baylor watched the inaugural college football playoff for their fourth Preston against the shot with a water why they weren't allowed to play as no excuse for the Big 12 and NCAA tournament. And that's going to be it for Sports Roundup here on this Monday night, March 16th, 2015. Good night. See you tomorrow right after the Boston Bruins Buffalo Sabres game on tomorrow night. Good night. See you tomorrow.